Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kaelyn. I'm a master's student at the University of Oxford studying history, and in the fall I'll begin my PhD in history and African American studies at Yale University. I wanted to make this video today because I have had an immensely stressful week. I get comments from you guys all the time, which I really appreciate, saying that you find my content really motivating and it has kind of helped you stay productive during this challenging time. And I want you guys to know that I do have difficult days, I do have difficult weeks, I have a lot on my plate and sometimes I do take on too much. If you guys have watched my videos before, you may know that I have a part-time job as a professional equestrian until I leave for Yale, and on top of that I have my consulting business, I have my dissertation for Oxford, I also have to study for the LSAT, though I've kind of put that on pause, and I have my YouTube and my podcast. So I have a lot on my plate, and this particular week I also took on another part-time job working for a second barn, and I'm also working through the weekend, so I don't really get a day off this week, and I have been a little bit overwhelmed, to say the least. So I wanted to just be honest with you guys and be transparent because I want you guys to know the ins and the outs of being an academic, and when it's hard and when it's challenging, and the kind of financial aspects of it, the emotional and personal aspects of it. This is one of those weeks where I find it a little bit challenging. I had a very long day yesterday. I had tried to film, but unfortunately it just didn't quite work out because I was just so exhausted. But I got up at 5:45. I was at work by 6:45. I worked at my first barn until 1, and then I worked at my second barn until 3. Came home, took a quick shower, had a consultation, and it was just a really long day. It's just been really difficult. I emailed my supervisor to kind of update her on my dissertation because I've been really disappointed in myself that it's taking so long. But I also have to remember that I am not working under circumstances where I normally would succeed. I would normally be able to just write a dissertation in 2 weeks or so long as the research was done. And this dissertation project has been taking me what feels like forever. What's difficult is that I have a job that is very physically and emotionally demanding, and my dissertation is kind of emotionally and mentally demanding. I emailed my supervisor to update her on what's going on, and she even recommended that I find a way to not do the dissertation and actually kind of round out the program with a pass. And I emailed her back and I said, I don't want to do that. I do want to finish my dissertation. I know that I can do it. I am just really stressed out right now. I wanted to make this video in particular to let you guys know that it's okay to feel overwhelmed, to know that other people feel overwhelmed. I feel immensely overwhelmed right now, and know that that's perfectly okay, and that sometimes things are hard, and sometimes even the best of us have difficulty staying on top of things. And the difficulty with time management right now is that I am not able to work in the way that I normally am. Like, I feel like my dissertation, it's kind of like studying for finals in a way. And when I've been studying for finals, I don't have anything else on my plate. I'm just focusing on school. And I have many other things on my plate at the moment, as I just said. And I just feel stressed out, to say the very least. So I wanted to make this video because I want to be honest about the difficult aspects of academia and the aspects that are easy, and I'm able to kind of stay on top of things. I'm a very organized person. I time manage everything. I get up every morning. I work in my planner. I have a set plan for the day. I know what's on my to-do list and the things that I need to accomplish. I know the things that I want to accomplish in the long run. I am a very diligent person. I'm a very hardworking person, but even I have difficulties sometimes, and this is one of those times where it's been a bit challenging. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because I don't want you to think that I just have it together all the time, because I absolutely don't. I wanted to kind of share this process because I think that it's also important for me to kind of look back on this, because I can definitely think of moments where I felt just like cripplingly stressed out about everything that I had on my plate, and I always made it through. I always managed to get everything done, and I don't necessarily know how, other than I just make it happen. And I know I'm gonna make it happen. I know I'm gonna get my dissertation done. I know that it's gonna be okay. I know that in just over a month I get to move to New Haven, and that is just so gratifying. I have something to look forward to, and I'm gonna get this all worked out. But I just wanted to share these moments when it is a little bit challenging, because that's the reality of being a grad student. That's the reality of being a student. That's the reality of being a person in society, is that sometimes you get stressed out and sometimes you have a lot on your plate. But it's how you manage in times of stress. Right now, I feel challenged, but I'm going to make it through. And so I had a good night's sleep. I'm still feeling a little tired, but I got a good night's sleep. And then I got up this morning, had a glass of water, made my plan, reviewed some client documents, and now I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my day. First, I'm heading to barn number 1. I don't think I have any to ride today, I just have barn tasks. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then I have to go to barn 2, where I have 2 horses to ride. And then I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna shower, I'm gonna take a nap, and then I'm gonna work on my dissertation. And so that is my plan for today. I am speaking it into existence. I'm going to work on my dissertation, and it's going to be a good day, even if I feel a little overwhelmed. Hey guys, so I'm back from work. I had a very busy day at the barn today, but it was all good and it was very hot. So I came home, took a shower, had a little lay down, and now I'm gonna go ahead and make myself some food. But I got some things in the mail that I wanted to show you guys because I did a little haul of some basic things that I needed, and there's just a couple things that I needed to buy, especially jeans. So I've been wanting to try Madewell jeans for the longest time. So I got this pair of high-rise skinny jeans in the taller size. So I'm 6 feet tall, if you guys haven't noticed in my videos. I'm immensely tall, and finding clothes that fit me is just so challenging. For example, my grandma picked up these joggers for me at Lululemon, and they're super cute, but they just don't look good on my length of leg, so I think I'm gonna have to exchange it for something. But I just wanted to share with you guys some things that I got. So I also got this t-shirt from Madewell because I just like having a good set of just basic t-shirts, especially because I wanted some good clothing that was going to be comfortable and pretty basic to wear. Honestly, on my road trip, a lot of my normal like basic clothing that I would wear, I left in Oxford, and I don't know when I'm going to be getting it back. So I just picked up 2 t-shirts. So I got this one too, which has a really cute collar, and that one I got at Madewell also. And then I just needed some sports bras because obviously I ride horses for a part of my job, and also because when I move to New Haven, I want to kind of get back in a good fitness routine. I know that I'm probably not going to be able to use my building's gym when I first move back because of COVID, but I would like to eventually. And because I'll have a whole apartment to myself, I want to kind of get into a fitness routine. I want to be able to go on runs, and I would like to be able to get back into doing yoga. Anyway, that was a long explanation for why I needed some sports bras, but I got this one from Aloe in the color Bone Heather, and it's really cute. That all being said, I just picked up a couple items and I wanted to share it with you guys because I don't shop for clothes that often, and so I wanted to share that. But now I'm gonna go make a little snack, and then I'm just gonna jump right into my dissertation. I'm feeling motivated, so let's get into it. All right, so now I'm ready to get to work, and I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about how I start my essays and how I kind of get into the thick of it, especially on longer essays like my dissertation. So for every section of my dissertation or any section of an essay that I write, I like to begin with kind of highlighting a historical actor and putting them at the center of my argument. I wrote a paper about the history of sexual violence and erasure with the institution of slavery, and so I talked specifically about the case of Sally Hemings. And then when I wrote an essay, which was a comparative piece on slavery in Louisiana versus slavery in Virginia and institutions of concubinage and sexual violence, I specifically highlighted individual actors in Louisiana and individual actors in Virginia. So today I'm currently working on the section which is about lived experiences of Parta Sequitur Ventrum, basically enslaved persons who were born into slavery. So I'm not talking about first generation slaves, I'm talking about their children essentially and the many generations after that. So I thought about highlighting Harriet Jacobs, I thought about highlighting Louisa Pequot. I am still trying to figure out who I want to highlight. So the way that I do that is I dive back into literature and use that as a resource. So while I'm writing, I'm not just writing, I'm also referencing the literature that has been integral to my work. And I think that that's incredibly important, especially when you're writing, is to continue to reference back, because I think that there's just so much to be learned from reading other people's work. And it is in no way meant to plagiarize, but it is to kind of gain inspiration and sources from other scholars. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it, and let's go ahead and get going. Alright, so I'm actually pretty far into my dissertation. I got quite a bit done. I ended up deciding to use the story of Elizabeth Hemings, who was the mother of Sally Hemings, and using her narrative as kind of the center of my section. I think that has a slightly more interesting bent than kind of using Sally Hemings or even Harriet Jacobs, because I wanted to use somebody that is kind of lost to the historical record a little bit. And though she's kind of connected to a rather prominent figure in American history, I wanted to kind of highlight her particular story. But now I'm going to go quickly grab some boba with my sister and then come back and keep working. I just need a little caffeine boost and I just want some dessert. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so I'm actually really happy with how the section is turning out. I think I finally found an angle that really works, and I think that my advisor will appreciate it, or at least I hope she does. I have a particular narrative style where, like I said, I like to really highlight the lived experiences of enslaved women, and although their own words and their own experiences are not kind of recounted in the historical record, I think that there's a lot that we can kind of piece together about their experiences. And although obviously it's all speculation, I think it does draw an important connection to the way that slavery had a direct impact on the people that experienced it. So I'm just writing away, and I wanted to show you guys my view because the sky is just really pretty right now, and I don't know, I'm just trying to like appreciate this moment and working on this because I've had a very stressful week, as I said at the beginning of this video, and being able to just sit down and like enjoy my work is just really nice. So this is my view, my computer, but then you can look outside and it's just a really pretty sunset. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog. I'm going to keep working tonight, but because I want to get this video up tomorrow. I normally would have filmed a week in my life, but like I said, it's just been a really stressful week, and I just wanted to do a single day in my life and show you guys that even when you're stressed out and things seem a little bit challenging, that you can still try to make the best of it and try to have a good perspective on what's going on and trying to make the most of it. So that's what I tried to do today. I'm really happy with where I am with my writing, and although I'm not as far along as I want to be, I think we also have to kind of manage our expectations and not be too hard on ourselves while also pushing to achieve the things that we want to. So I'm just going to keep chugging away at this dissertation. I may not get a draft done as soon as I want to, but ultimately what matters is that I'm writing it and that I don't give up and that I put my best foot forward and create the work that I feel proud of. So that all being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys found it to be helpful and that you guys got to see a little bit of a glimpse into the moments where it's a little bit challenging for me. I'm not perfect. I have moments where, and days and weeks where things seem really difficult and almost impossible. So that all being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and let me know how your week is going down below. I want to be able to connect with you guys and hear what you all are up to. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, keep working tonight, and get this vlog up for you guys tomorrow. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks everyone. Bye.